Insurance policies that you might find useless. Granted, some insurance coverage is absolutely necessary, including home, health, auto, life and long-term disability. Ignore these at your peril. All of the single-purpose insurances turn out to be a bad deal, says Gail Hillebrand, senior attorney for Consumers Union. Cancer/dreaded disease insurance. You can take out a life insurance policy that pays if you die from a short list of specific diseases, such as cancer. However, this is a little like betting a specific number on a roulette wheel, rather than on red or black. The chances of hitting it are slim. Better to put that money toward a term life policy that covers you for a wider range of dire ends. Credit card insurance. Don't pay even a few bucks a month for a policy that pays off your credit card debt should you lose your job, become disabled or drop dead. Instead, your money would be better spent on staying out of credit card debt altogether, or insuring against those possibilities directly. If you die, who do you want to get paid, your spouse or your credit card company? Says Hillebrand. And the unemployment policies often don't repay the whole balance, they only make the minimum payment. Credit card fraud insurance. For all the come-ons to insure your credit card against fraud, you would think that the federal government hadn't enacted a $50 per cardholder liability limit on purchases made with a stolen card. But it has. What's more, many banks and card issuers have adopted a zero liability policy to keep you happy and spending. Your credit card company helps create the fraud problem by not being careful about monitoring activity, and then they're selling you insurance for it? That seems wrong, says Hillebrand. You really do not need to be paying extra for fraud insurance. Just read your statements carefully and make a fuss in writing if you see something wrong there. Automobile collision. Auto collision covers the cost of repairing your vehicle in the event of an accident. If you lease or finance your ride, you likely are required to carry it. But many drivers jump the curb by needlessly carrying a low deductible, which increases your premium. Hungelman says any deductible below about $1,000 is likely wasteful, especially on an older vehicle. Also, if you can afford to pay for repairs yourself, steer away from collision coverage. This is especially good advice if you have driving while under the influence, or DWI infractions, or other tickets or accidents on your records, or if you are insuring a young male driver. In such situations, you are unlikely to want to turn in a small claim anyway. So if you're not going to turn it in, why pay for it? Hungelman says. Automobile medical. Most states require a minimal amount of automobile medical coverage, which covers you and your family for injuries or death in an auto accident. Given that you have health coverage, the chief reason not to buy more than the required minimum is that, in most states, health insurance is secondary to auto medical. That means that in the event of an accident, any additional auto medical coverage you have will actually go toward letting your health insurer off the hook for the bill. Mortgage life insurance. Mortgage companies like to offer homeowners life insurance policies that pay off the old homestead when you kick the bucket. It's the same question, who do you want your money to go to when you die? Says Hillebrand. In a few cases, if you are older and sicker and regular life insurance is going to be hard to get or more expensive, you might want a mortgage policy. But short of that, I wouldn't recommend it. What you really want is well-priced term life to protect your family. Optional group life insurance. Optional group life coverage can be a lifesaver for those whose health has rendered them uninsurable. But there's the rub, if you are a healthy non-smoker, being lumped with that high-risk pool can wipe out any cost savings you might have realized with group coverage. What's more, should you leave your job, you can't take it with you. Explore a term life policy first before you sign up. To find the right policy for you, check out InsureMe, a Bankrate company. Scheduled property. Judicious use of scheduling, singling out valuables like jewelry and artwork for individual underwriting, can make quite a difference in the event of a loss. Take artwork, for instance. Most insurers offer the option to schedule artwork, even though most policies place no limit on coverage. If you scheduled your prize painting for $20,000 and it is stolen, you get $20,000 from your insurer, even if the painting has doubled in value over the years. If, however, you did not schedule it and can provide documentation, photos, receipts, appraisals, etc., that it was worth $20,000 at the time you insured it, you would receive $40,000 for its loss. If you're going to replace something, schedule it, Hungelman says. If you're not going to replace it and all you're going to get for it is cash, why spend the money? Rental car damage insurance. Everybody has been there, You stand at the rental car counter and the clerk asks, "Do you wish to waive the optional coverage?" Yes, amigo, you do. Your auto coverage extends automatically to a rental car, Hungelman says. If you have full coverage on at least one vehicle, you won't need to buy optional coverage. If you don't have full auto coverage in place, you're not necessarily stuck. Your umbrella home life auto policy may cover rentals, and many credit card companies will provide first dollar coverage on damages if you charge the rental on their card. Extended warranties. Why would you buy a 2-year extended warranty on a new 42-inch plasma TV when the manufacturer's warranty covers it already? NYU's Shapira says the answer has to do with what psychologists call framing, our state of mind in the moment of decision. In this case, the risk of ending up with a suddenly useless $1,000 TV, however remote the possibility, seems greater than the $40 for the additional coverage. Companies like Circuit City make a fortune on the warranties they provide, he says, even though in today's reliable consumer electronics market, defects are only going to happen once in 10,000, or whatever. 8. Flight insurance. Statistics show that your chances of perishing on a commercial flight are far less than on the freeway, yet people still insure against it. Flight insurance is definitely not worth spending money on, Hungelman says. If you buy flight insurance, what you're really saying is, I'm scared to death that I don't have enough life insurance if I die. What you should do instead is buy a cheap term life policy.
Stay tuned for upcoming videos that will help you get informed with your current insurance needs. For a more personal and tailored approach for your particular insurance needs, you can visit us at 9220 Jane Road North, Lake Elmo, Minnesota 55042, Minnesota. Or call us at 612-418-2940. You can also schedule a Zoom call with us by sending a message to quinninsuranceagencymn@gmail.com. Stay safe and strong during these times.